All right, so today is Wednesday. Morning, Madam Manaji. Today is Wednesday, the 5th of March, 2025, and we're having a morning analysis. Now, we'll check the fundamentals first, then we'll go over to the technicals and see what the market has in stock technically. Now, on the fundamental, there were a few news released in the middle of the night. That's nighttime here in Nigeria, but, for other countries, like at 1:30 a.m., that was GDP, that's gross domestic product from Australia. The Bank of Japan governor, Weather, gave a speech. There was a speech also from President Trump in the United States, but those happened in the course of the night while we possibly were sleeping here in Nigeria, Africa, or even Europe. Now it's 8:30 a.m. this morning. We're having the first major news, for the London session, and that's the CHF CPI, that's Consumer Price Index from Switzerland, is coming up by 8:30 a.m. Now I'll be showing us the pairs that we can trade for very good profit for this thing. CPI is usually a volatile event. So the one we trade live is usually the dollar-based CPI. But then I will give you a hint on a few instruments to trade for the CPI from Switzerland this morning. Switzerland this morning. Then that's all for the morning session, for the London session. Next major news event will come up by 2:15 p.m. and that's the ADP non-farm employment change in the United States. 3:30 the monetary policy report hearing and trade for the final services PMI, 4 p.m. ISM services PMI. But then our focus is just going to be the session. The afternoon session will have the pre-New York session analysis. So my focus this morning is also CPI by 8:30. So I'll click over to the technicals now. Look at technical, a couple of currency pairs that might react very well for this upcoming yesterday. So I'll switch over now. This is my letter trader. I'll be looking at the AUD CHF and the CAD CHF. These two pairs are getting really ready for the massive breakout at the release of this news. So I'll switch over to them right now, trying to look out to get them. All right, so this is the AUD-CHF. Now, AUD-CHF has had a massive bearish breakout, the last like 1 week. But then, let me clean up and start something fresh. But then price, got to a low yesterday where it formed a rejection candle, a very long rejection candle. That this is the daily time frame. Price closed as a rejection candle on the daily time frame yesterday. This is the rejection candle. This tentatively gives us a possible bullish reversal from price. And if we go a step further, we discover that rejection candle actually hits a support zone on the daily time frame. So we have a valid support zone here on the daily time frame where price hits yesterday. So technically, we are looking for a reversal in price. Price is expected to reverse back into the bullish direction. So if the news from Switzerland comes out, it's good for the CHF. I think I'll just go back to the forex factor so that now from back to forex factor. If the data comes out good for the CHF, we'll see a bullish movement on the CHF. Now, in this instance, the only CHF pair where the CHF is the place currency is actually the CHF, but the other ones they change. So if the news comes out good for the CHF, if a currency pair like CHF APY is buying, then maybe the CHF is selling. If on the other hand, the news comes out bad for the CHF, AED, sorry, CHF APY is selling, then the AED CHF will be buying. So now back to the chart. So back to the chart now. It means the outcome we're expecting is a scenario where the news is bad for the CHF, and that is what will lead to a bullish. Please, someone should be careful because notation to distracting my screen. So it means if the news is bad for the CHF, that is what will lead to a bullish movement on our AUD CHF. If the data comes out bad for the CHF, that will lead to a bullish movement on the AUD CHF. Now, the other question is, what if the news comes out good for the CHF? If the news comes out good for the CHF, if the news comes out good for the CHF, price could drop back to the support zone and later on technically reverse, except there's a lot of volatility to make it go down further. But for now, I hold on more to a scenario where the news comes out bad for the CHF. At least that will give us a bigger and more sustained move compared to if the data comes out good for the CHF. So I hold a more long-term view on a buy on ADCHF and a short term on the sell. But like I said, I always focus more on the long term. So I would still hold on to a long term buy. Even if the data comes out good and the sell, I still don't need to reverse. So I hold on to a bullish breakout on the ADCHF. Now, if you miss this news and you want to trade it technically later on, it is still very possible. If you want to trade it technically, just come down to the 1 hour time frame like this and trend to draw the trend line. In this kind of a scenario, we can't really dress second on the back is not allowing us. But then this is what will happen. You want to trade technically, you wait for price to break above this final resistance. All right, so if a new candle opens above this, then you can trigger a buy on the AUDC. That's if you miss it technically. But if you want to trade the news by 8:30, now the time is too far away. We can't even give you a pending order ahead. But if all things being equal, I'm seeing what is very close to a double bottom here on the 15 minutes time frame, possibly the next line here. So in between now and 8:30, this is 7:18. If price has not broken above this blue line here, well, we may look at our entry around that region. So by 8:30, this comes out, price breaks, at least price breaks above that blue line, you can safely trigger a buy. That is all I can give for now, since the news is very, very far away. It's still like an hour and 10 minutes away. So if you're trading the news, you can just target some 20 pips thereabout if you are trading the news. Otherwise, if you want to wait for the technicals to take over later, then you just wait for it to break above that resistance zone that I drew up there. And the price is really expected afterwards, technically. And that can give you a profit in the range of, let's check it out. So Fibonacci 30.2 can give about 25 pips. Fibonacci 50 can give about 50 pips. So if you're trading technically, price can still push up to the tune of close to 50. So the choice is just how you really want to trade it. Either you want to trade the news directly or you want to wait till after the news for the technicals to take over. You still take the buy. But generally, I hold a bullish outlook on the AUD CHF. And secondly, we have the CAT CHF. Yeah, I can't seem to find that. So let me open the fresh one. So the cash CHF is having the same structure as what we saw on the AED CHF. The candle for yesterday also closed as a rejection candle at a support zone. So we're expecting a reversal in price, just exactly as what we saw on the AUD CHF. So the structure is the same, so I wouldn't waste too much time on it. So you can trade one or look at trading both of them if your account can carry it. Now, this one is even clearer. This is giving us a clearer inverse head and shoulder pattern, which will lead to a bullish breakout. And there's a neckline region where we anticipate price to break for us to trigger a buy. So if price breaks above this resistance zone here, which is a neckline, then you can trigger a buy either by the news or by the technicals. Either ways, once price breaks that resistance zone, you can trigger a buy on the daily. And the first target level that price may get to is this resistance level here. And that is going to be just in the range of about 70 pips thereabouts. I mean, this is as good as almost guaranteed. Price can break that neckline. Say that price will get as high as that. Maybe in the course of today or later, but at least can get on the average maybe 50 to 70 pips on this one. All right, so that's it for the news. I'm looking at AUD CHF and CHF, and I'm bullish on both. Now, there are other technical setup which I actually have in mind today. Some of them will be watching them since Monday, since the week began, but there has not been a tangible reversal. But I think it's time for the reversal on these particular pairs. And that's the GBP pairs, that's the GBP AUD, and the GBP card. Because it looks like the pound is really starting to get weak. And the weakness in pound will lead to a reversal on these two particular instruments. All right, so this is the GBP AUD to start with. On the weekly time frame, you can see here that price has been trending higher. All right, so price is trending higher on the daily time frame, and the candle that closed yesterday closed as a rejection candle, right up here. So technically, we're looking for a reversal in price. You can see that yesterday, for a lot of candles, actually closed as a rejection candle, and that's indicative of a possible reversal in the market. And not only that, that reversal candle equally happened at a resistance zone or a resistance level right here. So all this is giving us a bearish outlook on the GBP AUD in the course of today. So we go down to the daily, you can see the rejection candle is touching the trend line and touching the resistance zone there. So technically, we have a bearish outlook on the GBP AUD. That's on the daily. We go to 4-hour and the 1 hour. Now you can see the 1 hour is beginning to look a lot like it's a head and shoulder pattern. Shoulder, head, second shoulder, a breakout downward. So I'm bearish on the GBP AUD in the course of today. And similar structure is also seen on the GBP card. For the GBP card also, you can see clearly it closed as a rejection candle. It closed as a rejection candle yesterday also. And just like the GBP AUD, we have a rising wedge. We have a rising wedge pattern, and price has bounced multiple times within the rising wedge. And the next wave of movement is actually a downward movement. And on the monthly time frame, think of it as a descent. All right, this one. Yeah, on the monthly time frame, we can also see that price is descending downwards, and the tip of that trend line is touching this particular one. You can see up there. So that gives us a confluence. You can see there's a confluence, a trend line from above, and a rising wedge also. And that is expected to lead to a bearish breakout on this instrument. So if we flip down to the 4-hour and the 1 hour, this also is forming a shoulder, a head, a second shoulder, and expect a breakout. So we're bearish on both the GBP card and the AUD card. We'll watch it closely in the course of the day and give you updates as it eventually evolves into a trade. All right. Two other instruments I'll check before we round up. I'll be looking at the US oil and NAS 100. Now, we've not mentioned NAS 100 in a very long while because, at least on my own part, because it's not really stable. Then I think getting a setup this time around. For the US oil, a lot happened in the market yesterday. Price closed yesterday for the US oil. Rejection candle on the support zone also. So technically, we're looking for a reversal in price for the US oil. On the 1 hour, we can see an inverse head and shoulder. We're expecting a reversal and prices to target that resistance up there. So we're bullish on the US oil. And finally, the NAS 100. NAS 100 is NASDAQ. It's a popular stock in the US. NASDAQ also closed as a rejection candle on the support zone yesterday. Technically, we're looking for a bullish movement. And on 1 hour, we can see an inverse head and shoulder. This is just exactly as what we found on the US oil. And prices to target the resistance up there. All right, so I've analyzed about 6 pairs this morning, 2 for the news that we're expecting by 8:30, just exactly like 1 hour from now. And for that news, I'm anticipating a bullish breakout on both the AUD CHF and the CAD CHF. For the technicals, I've analyzed 4 instruments. I'm bearish on the GBP AUD, I'm bearish on the GBP CAD, I'm bullish on US oil, and I'm bullish on NAS 100. All these assets I've analyzed, they are all intraday on the 1 hour. None of it is swing. All is on the 1 hour. So that'll be all from my end this morning. If you're just joining us, don't forget Friday, we're having our live NFP trading. We're trading NFP news live. NFP is the biggest news in the Forex market, and it comes up on the first Friday of every month. Usually at PU Prime, we do trade this news live with our clients. And what is required is that you have an account with PU Prime, a live and a funded, most importantly, a funded account. So if you want to be a part of the live trading on Friday, you don't have an account with us yet, please go over right now to our website at www.puprime.com and open a live trading account. Not only do you open a live trading account, make sure you put forms in your account so that you can be part of the trading on Friday. On Friday, we're going to start our analysis for the NFP by 2:15 p.m. And around 2:20, 2:25 p.m., we're going to be dropping the signal. The signal is going to be a pending order, possibly a buy stop, sell stop. So I'm telling you ahead so that if you're not familiar with that, you can quickly find out how to place such orders. So we'll have a pending order where we'll give you the entry price, take profit, and the stop loss. And by 2:30, the news will be released and the data, the signal will be triggered. Make sure you join early Some people join late. They join around 2:28 and they want to quickly take the signal. Don't be like some people. Join us live by 2:15. Get to understand the analysis, and be a part of the whole analysis session. Don't just come in almost 1 minute to the end of the session. All right, I'll take a few of the requests here as round up. Udemeldo, you said you are bullish on ADCHF and cash station. Yes, I'm bullish on it. Solomon is asking me to check GBP JPY, GBP USD, GBP JPY, gold, and BTC. Okay, so let's quickly look at those instruments. A lot of people want GBP JPY, so let's look at that first. Now, I said, excuse me, right from the beginning of the week that most of the JPY pairs are bullish. Most of them are bullish for the week, though it started as a range. That was first a range. You can see I still have the range rectangle box over there for the GBP, JPY, and many of them. For the bulls, price already broke out into the bullish direction yesterday. Price was able to break out of the range. But then we will not neglect the fact, let me clean this off, that for a pair like the GBP there is a possibility of a retracement today. Why is there the possibility of a retracement? Because on the 4-hour time frame right here, I can see that price hit a resistance zone. Price hit a resistance zone, and you can see it's trying to kind of retrace. It's not a clear double top, so I don't want to just say it's a double top there. On the 1 hour, it's looking a little like it. But with this resistance, our resistance zone, we're looking for an opportunity for to sell for a reversal. So what I would say is this: you need to do this with a lot of caution. If a new candle opens below this neckline region, you may look at an opportunity to sell. But I would rather advise you scalp. Don't stay too long in it. And if you don't know how to scalp, please don't bother about it. Just stay out. But then, price actually hits a resistance zone on the 4-hour, and there could be some retracement. It may not be a reversal completely, just be a retracement, as in it may sell a little before it goes back in the upside direction. Or if you don't know how to do scalping, just wait for a new candle to open above this resistance zone, and price will continue buying afterwards. So the choice is yours how you want to trade this. It could be a short-term sell, but a longer-term buy. So that's my view on the GBP JPY. GBP USD. I've already analyzed GBP CAD. We are bearish on GBP CAD. GBP CHF is not clear at the moment. There's no second. The overall trend on GBP is actually bullish trend. However, price is also trading at a resistance level presently, and that's why we need to trade it with extra caution. You can see this is the resistance. Price is trading exactly. The candle for yesterday closed exactly on the resistance level. So it's possible we may see some slight bearish movement. It may continue upwards later, but it may sell first before it goes, in the bullish direction. Let's see on the 4-hour, on the 1-hour. No, okay, no clarity, so strong clarity yet, but just like what I saw on that GBP, JPY, is trying to form a double top also here on 1 hour. So if it forms a double top, then, I said it earlier that it looks like the GBP pairs are weak, at least from what I saw on the GBP AUD and the GBP card. The GBP news alert is also the same as those other two. I just purposely didn't mention it so that we just have three setups that look exactly alike. If this forms a double top here, then we'll have a bearish movement on the GBP USD. So it looks like generally the GBP pairs. That means that pound is weak at the moment. So we should expect a bearish movement on the GBP USD. But the ones that I have clear-cut setup for is the ones I mentioned earlier, GBP AUD and the GBP card. Those ones have a perfect setup for sell. All these ones are just still trying to evolve. GBP USD, GBP JPY, they are not too clear. But GBP AUD and GBP card, yes, I have a clear sell setup for this one, just waiting for the right trigger. Okay, so I'll take I think I've attended to the everything GBP. Okay, gold and BTC. Now, gold is trading at a critical point, very critical level. I'm seeing an inverse head and shoulder. If it breaks that resistance zone, yeah, upward. If it breaks that resistance, we will see an upward movement in gold. And I think that's more of a sustained move at the moment. A breakout upwards will lead to a bullish movement. A breakout above this resistance zone now forms a neckline. Price breaks above it, then we'll see price will go higher. Price may target the long-term move of gold is actually bullish. That's the truth. I've said that for a long time. So whatever I sell, if there was ever a sell, it's a retracement. So gold may target $2,900 per ounce if price breaks above that resistance. It breaks above. If it doesn't break above on the downward side, let's check if it tries to reverse. But I don't really see there's no setup for that. What I'm seeing is more an inverse. See, it's even clearer here on 1 hour. What I'm seeing is an head and shoulder. So if price breaks above that neckline, we'll see more bullish movement on gold. So excuse me, I'm bullish on gold. And finally, we'll take okay, BTC and US 30. Those will be the last two I'll look at. Just in a second. All right, so I don't know if it was yesterday, that should be the afternoon session. I said it that if price was approaching this support zone, and if it was unable to break that support zone, we should anticipate a reversal, that this will form a double bottom pattern, and that might be what will give us that bullish break we're anticipating. And that seems to be, working out just in line with the analysis. But yesterday's candle closed as a rejection candle. So we should, a rejection candle on a support zone. That's the key thing there. So we should expect a further bullish pressure on the BTC in the course of today. So if you're a BTC trader, just watch out for more bullish pressure. If you want to make an entry, let me clean up some of these things so that doesn't bring confusion. All right, so if you want to look out for entry into the bullish direction on BTC, then you need to wait for a clear break above this range zone. Price is ranging around this zone at the moment. So if price is able to break out above here, then you can trigger a buy, and you may target this resistance level, provided there's sufficient volatility in the market. You may target that region as your profit taking level. So I'm bullish on the BTC USD. And the US 30, which is labeled DJ30 on our platform, will be the last one. DJ30. All right, so price is bouncing in the bullish direction on the DJ30. You can see price has touched the trend line multiple times. This is actually very, very close, so we can still make use of it. And yesterday, price closed touching the trend line. So technically, we should see a bounce in the bullish direction on the DJ30. And that's on the daily. If you flip down to the 4-hour and possibly the 1 hour. Okay, still not clear. It's on 1 hour. Let's go down to 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Well, honestly, it's not really clear, but we have a bullish outlook on this based on what is happening on the trend line on the daily time frame. For me, I'll be looking at a break above this region to look for an opportunity to buy. The overall trend is bullish, so the lower time frames are not clear, but it will happen. But if price is able to clearly break above this region, that means price has broken above all the noise in this area where there's no clarity. So if price breaks out above that minor resistance zone, you can trigger a buy on the DJ30. All right, so that will be all from my end this morning. For those who joined us a bit late, don't forget this Friday we're trading NFP live. Time is 2:15 p.m. Your gate pass, let me say that, is a funded account. It's a verified and funded account. So go ahead, click the button and register. I'm dropping the link again. If you have an account with PU Prime, go over straight to the link, www.puprime.com. Open an account, verified. You have the whole of today to do that, today, tomorrow to do that. Get your account verified and get it funded to trade with us live on Friday. You don't want to miss the opportunity to trade live with us. I tell you, people make money when we have live trading sessions. And we've been doing it in the last 1 year with about 80% win rate. Yes, and I tell you that's quite high in the industry. Very, very high. You hardly find a broker having some of these live sessions. And that's part of why we're unique at PU Prime. Our focus is to get you profitable, but most importantly, to get you educated about how the financial market works. And if you're here to attend our physical training, we're having another training day tomorrow, Thursday. We had one yesterday. The second one for the week comes out tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. for our Abuja office and 11 a.m. for Lagos. So if you're based in Abuja in this environment, just get over to PU Prime Africa at Walk and Connect Building, 50 Ebitu Okiwe Street, Abi Abuja by 10:30 a.m. to attend training. And if you're based in Lagos and its environment, the address is Lagos Executive Business Lounge, 54B Adeniyi Jones Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. The time is 11 a.m. So we hope to see you at these two locations. All right, so that's the end of the analysis this morning. Take care and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Mr. Livinos. Thanks for the compliment.